Top scientists want you to know that temperatures in the United States are the warmest in 1,500 years. Temperatures have risen dramatically since 1980. These are the dire findings in a new climate change report drafted by scientists and 13 federal agencies. Scientists leaked this report because it contradicts Trump's backward stand on climate change. These experts are terrified that the report will be hijacked and the truth suppressed by the extremists in the Trump administration. Their fears are well-founded. This landmark report awaits final approval by Trump. That's if he can stop tweeting. The report warns that it is, quote, extremely likely that more than half of the global mean temperature increase since 1951 can be linked to human influence. The fear is Trump will say something like, all the experts thought it was extremely unlikely Hillary Clinton was going to beat me. They were wrong. What do the experts know? That's a very good fear for them to have, given what Trump has said and the way he behaves. The report also finds with, quote, very high confidence that the number and intensity of colder nights has decreased while the occurrence and severity of warm days has escalated since the 1960s. Since Trump and many Republicans are at war with science, they will distort the term very high confidence to mean scientists are uncertain, when in fact there is virtual unanimity among scientists who aren't employed by the Koch brothers. Trump has already embarrassed the United States and put the world at risk by withdrawing from the Paris Accords. I guess Trump is making America great again by joining Syria and Nicaragua as the world's only countries to reject the historic climate deal. Many leading Republicans remain in denial, despite last year being one of the hottest on record since 1880. This makes 2016 the third year in a row to set a new record for global average surface temperatures. Yes, we should all be terrified. The report warns it is very likely that the accelerated rate of Arctic warming will have a significant consequence for the United States due to accelerating land and sea ice melting that is driving changes in the ocean, including sea level rise, threatening our coastal communities. Climate change deniers say that fixing the problem will be expensive, to which I reply, not nearly as expensive as the cost of New York City, Miami, and the world's largest naval base at Norfolk, Virginia, going underwater. The report also cautions that if we don't mobilize to reverse climate change, it could lead to longer heat waves, more intense rainstorms, and quicker destruction of coral reefs. As if on cue, Europeans are enduring a brutal heat wave they've dubbed Lucifer. Temperatures have also reached as high as 104 degrees in usually cold Seattle and 107 degrees in Portland, Oregon. Is this the way we really want to live, assuming we'll continue living at all? A terrifying New York Times op-ed by science writer Peter Brannon compared the consequences of what we are now doing to the Earth to the end of the Permian period 250 million years ago. Elevated levels of carbon dioxide in the air also marked this period. The result was the loss of 90% of sea life and 75% of life on land. The end of the Permian period was known as the Great Dying. It took 10 million years for the planet to recover. Climate change prophet Al Gore's new movie is finally out. An inconvenient sequel, Truth to Power. I suggest everyone see it to fully grasp the enormity of the climate change crisis that confronts us. When the history books are written, President Trump may be remembered as divisive, crazy, lying, corrupt, treasonous, a buffoon. But those failures might pale in comparison to Trump's legacy as the man who arrogantly and stupidly ignored the dire warnings of scientists worldwide and put the Earth on a path to irreversible ruin. We have to act to ensure this new climate report is signed off on. Go to my website, WayneBessonshow.com. That's WayneBessonshow.com. Click the tab, Take Action. Find your member of Congress and urge them to support the release of the federal climate change report. If we act together, maybe, just maybe, we can stop this madness and mayhem being perpetrated by Donald Trump. Coming up next, while racial segregation has declined, it has been replaced with economic segregation in our major cities. I discuss this disturbing phenomenon with Richard Kallenberg of the Century Foundation right after this short break.